Hello, and welcome back to Farawa. Here, I will be showing a few autumn crafts. These are pretty easy and mostly nature inspired, so you can probably find many of the materials outside. First off, probably the easiest, is pressing leaves. These are great for making art and decorations. Put the leaves in a book with a scrap of paper in between so the book doesn't stain. Close the book and within a week they should be pressed and ready. Next up is a leaf garland. I think this is a perfect fall decoration and brings nature inside. You can use the pressed leaves in this project too. On these leaves I wrote things I was grateful for as a daily reminder. Or you can leave them blank or draw or whatever you wish. I used string and mini clothespins to hang them up, but tying them, stapling, or tape will work as well. Similar to the leaf garland, here is a nature hanging display. Take a curved branch and tie string across it. I used mini clothespins, but as I said before, there are many other options of how to hang things. Things like notes, flowers, leaves, or whatever you want. I have been using this since the past summer and changing up the decorations as I wish. Here are some other mobiles and hanging displays I made this summer. Speaking of making art, I used some leaves for a recent school project and I think it worked out nicely. There are many ways to use leaves in art, so just get creative. Here are some other pieces of leaf art that I made and put on cards. These are more simple and easy designs and I really like the way they look. Another way to use leaves or plant pressings is to decorate a letter. In this letter, I included a piece of pressed whitewood aster. On the subject of letters, I used more pressed leaves to make these pretty autumn cards and leaf prints. I found some fresh leaves outside and painted them with autumn colors. Then I pressed them on a piece of paper and peeled them off to make a print. They do look a little funny, but I like how they turned out. I used English ivy, bittersweet, silver birch, greater calendine, and garlic mustard. I covered some other cards with autumn colors and used the leaves and prints as a final touch. Next up, we're using acorns. This is my favorite acorn that I have had for years. No idea where it came from, but I like it a lot. Here, I am wrapping wire around the acorn and forming a loop with the end. Then I put a string through and tied it into a necklace. If you like acorns and mushrooms, this next craft is perfect. I took 2 medium-sized acorns, removed the shells, and painted the acorns solid white and cream. Next I painted one of the shells red and did spots on both. I sanded the bottoms so they would stand and glued them back together. Then I decided to flip the red one upside down so there was more mushroom-shaped bottom, and sanded the top off the other. These can make sweet gifts, ornaments, or little decorations to place around. Next up is a pumpkin plushie. There are many other methods to do this, but I found this way is the easiest and most simple. Take a square piece of fabric, mine was roughly 12 inches by 10 inches, and place a handful of stuffing inside. If you do not have stuffing, you can probably use other fabric scraps or shredded paper. Next, get a stick, put it in the center, and bunch up all the fabric around it to make a ball of the stuffing. Wrap the top with string. Then I wrapped string in overlapping crosses around the ball and tied the bottom to give it pumpkin grooves. Afterwards, I adjusted and evened out the string, and then it is done. This last one is a stick-adorned candle. Initially, I started out by wrapping the sticks around the actual candle, which I realized later was a fire hazard, so get yourself a nice glass jar and begin to measure and cut your sticks. Next, I took some string and tied it around the jar, leaving about 1 centimeter of space between the jar and the string all around. After that, I began to stick the twigs in the string and circle them around the jar. This part was a bit difficult, but definitely worth it. Although this may not be the first thing you think of for a DIY autumn craft, I decided to include these peanut butter cookies because I was making them for a family birthday anyway, and they turned out really well. They're a nice warm treat to have, especially in this cozy weather. Starting off, preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. In a bowl, combine both white and brown sugar, peanut butter, milk, vanilla, melted butter, and stir. Add the egg and stir some more. In a separate bowl, combine the flour, baking soda, salt, and stir again. Gradually add the flour mixture to the first bowl, and then add chocolate chips. Stir until combined and scoop into balls on the baking sheet. Bake for about 8 minutes before taking them out and letting them cool on a rack. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let us know in the comments if you tried any of the crafts and which was your favorite. Goodbye for now, and see you in the next video.